Hello and welcome to some more Satisfactory. My name is Trismegistus, and in this series I'm attempting to play the game through. I've also got a bit of an impetus to do that at the moment because I need to get it finished as soon as I can, really. So I've been working away on the factory, and I thought I'd show you that first. But the goal today, well, on the factory, on one of the factories, the goal today is to, at least, the very least, do the milestones. So objective for leading edge production milestone. As you can see, I've put 100 supercomputers in and 1,000 steel pipes. The 50, whichever it calls them, super duper amazing modular frames, or whatever they're called, should be cooking. Because last time, if the map will come up, last time we discovered, or I discovered, or it's been discovered, that over here there is some nitrogen. And to make those Uber frames, you need nitrogen. So I've done a very, very quick and dirty setup. There's also something that I may be able to show you, because I think there's a bug in the game that causes slugs to reappear. Because I've collected the same two slugs, a yellow one and a blue one, about 5 times. Going back and forth. Yes, so I've been working on the factory. Well, there's copper and iron foundry. So obviously this was done ages ago, and this is the only one with the. If I can. There's another weird bug where it sometimes goes into like this mode where like the up key is just permanently pressed. So you just glide up into the air basically. This is the only one with the properly done belts, basically. So if we do come back and work on this, the main thing, in fact the only thing really that's left is the... Why does it keep changing those to pink? I don't understand this, because it keeps turning these to pink, or I guess it's orange, isn't it, along there rather than grey concrete. Not sure why it's doing that, but yeah, so this is the first floor. Or rather, this is the second production floor. We have all the rod machines in. Every single one of them, they're all powered. You might be able to see the green lines into the distance. They're all there. They're all set up. We've all got thingies on. As I say, underneath, it's not set up. So we have nothing built. Well, these are just me doing the spacing. I mean, they're not, they're not connected to anything. So in fact, might as well get rid of them. As it happens, like so. So yeah, so there's nothing built underneath. So if we were to go back to this is what we'd have to do really, which is unfortunately the most boring bit. But I've been trying to rush to get it done, but this is as far as I got. So this is the next floor. Oh well, I didn't fully show you that. So you got the rod side is that there. And then on the other side here, I probably need to put some windows or something on this to make it look prettier. But on this side, this is all of the cables. So all of the cables are done. So that's that. Can I pop out here? Yeah. And then on above that, we've got 2 for the copper. We've got the cables. Oh, there's one machine not. Why? Oh, you've not got a recipe. Okay. There you go. So they're all the cables. It's got a few less of them. Wires is one of those weird things where you have to have a gigantic number of machines. Because when they're used in very high numbers. So this is the cables. The other copper thing that we're doing here is sheets. I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone up here. Up here. And this is the sheets here. So the copper sheets. Quite a lot of them, because we're going to need to make a lot of computers. Everything's based on default recipes, which probably a mistake, but so it's what I've been doing. Again, all of these don't have underneath connections, so I hoped I would get the time to do that, but it's taken me ages to just do these. I've also been experimenting with slightly different ways of doing cables, so the cables basically go through the floor. These are different, because these connect... Well, these are one way of doing it, because these directly connect to a beam edge because of the positioning. So those directly connect to a beam edge, and it's almost completely hidden cables. I don't actually mind the cables. I know people don't like them, but I don't really mind them. So you see that connects a bit horribly there. That's why. But then on this side, what I've done they go underneath still like this. But then what I've done is I've put a different set of connections. I can go through. So we got these that connects to a power connector there, and then across to there, and then straight down. So you don't get that really ugly diagonal cable. It's basically almost completely hidden. Unfortunately, you can't put these things. This is one of the only things I would say. You can't put these things on the floor. It doesn't like you putting them on the floor. It has to be an actual power pole. So you can't put any of them on the floor, and you can't use these either. You can't connect through. But they do let you put them on underneath, like on here. Not them. But you can put them. Oh, I haven't got the bits for that. You can put them there. So you put them underneath. But you can't put them on top. There's got to be a power pole when you put them on. It's a bit annoying because I think they'd look quite good on the floor. Lighting wise, I'm doing something different here as well. So we've not got any lighting over here at all. What we instead got is these floodlights. Gigantic row of them. They don't light very far, and in fact during the night it's sort of visible on this. Oh, there you go, you can see it there. You get that like a halo effect because of how it's doing the lighting. But it only sort of extends here. This is like bleached out, and then if you're working over here in during the night, especially if you can't see anything. Top floor doesn't have any lighting. I'm wondering about how I might put some lighting on. I think it looks awesome like this, but say at night it's just completely black. I've also done the roof. That was mainly just a swap out. I'd already kind of no. Oh, there's no gaps in the. Oh, there we go. I haven't actually moved this. I'm going to put it in this corner here. But yeah, this is the roof. It's all tar. What's it called? Tar roof. What do you call that? Tar roof. Yeah. And then I've done the windows again. You know, the skylighty windows thing. Because I think that does look quite good. It's a shame you can't have like a tar surface. I mean, it would look a bit weird, I guess. But yeah, they're all just symmetrically patterned. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I say the bit that's left, and I would need to do. Well, there's the trains, I suppose. That might be a bit interesting. But I'm not sure I've got the stuff for trains. But yeah, so the objective today really is to get the last 2 milestones done. Oh, I did also go over to the concrete factory, so we now have... Oops. We now have trucks running in the concrete, all of the concrete ones. It seemed to work okay. You're going to show me on the map here? There we go. So they're going round. Some of them have ended up a bit close to each other. So I'm not sure if there's a way for me to sort of solve that. Say, because of... I mean, they'll be going into different ones, I suspect. That truck says it's driving, but... Oh, there we go. So, yeah, they're all sort of rotating around. And I did sit and watch them for a bit, and they do sort of go round. Oh, there's one empty there. Why is that out of fuel, then? Because it tells you when you do the distance things, how far and how much coal they're going to use. So it could be that this isn't... There's not enough limestone, not enough coal coming over, maybe? Because they're obviously going to that one. It is the furthest one away. Huh, so I might have to fix that at some point. But that wasn't there. I was watching it for ages. But yeah, so I probably need some more trucks. I ran out of stuff, basically, making them. Right, so I head over to where I built this little frame together. It's just literally one blender doing the business. I processed the hard drives when I was going back and getting more materials and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I didn't really get what I was after in terms of the alternate oil recipes. I got a couple of them, particularly fuel. It's given me a good, what I think is meant to be a good one for turbo fuel. I'm not that au fait with the whole alternate recipe system. But I believe I've got one that's quite good for fuel and turbo fuel. It lets you dilute the fuel so you get more out of it, basically. Yes, so we did a whole session the other week collecting slugs. And one I collected, in fact, I'm not sure I didn't collect it twice last week, was this one. And it keeps reappearing. This is now the 6th time I've collected it. And I thought initially maybe it was just that one that was bugged. But there is another one. For some reason, gas is also still invisible here. So we might get a warning that we've run through some gas, but you can't see it. But we'll just hop out here, because there's no real benefit to go any further. And I can show you the additional slugs. So if you're playing on experimental and you're after slugs, now's the time to do it, because there's a bug. I mean, they may come and rob my... take them off me when they fix it. But I've collected this one as well. And if you've watched the stream or the VOD, you'll have seen me picking that one up several times. Not several times. You'll have seen me picking it up before. And now I'm picking it up yet again. And say I have already picked it up several times. So I would guess that all of the slugs are repopulating, which I don't know if that's in a new intended feature. It would seem a bit daft for them all to repopulate, like all the time. In fact, I bet there was one up here, wasn't there? Oh, there was a hard drive up here. Oh. Did I not collect this stuff? That seemed a bit odd, that I wouldn't have collected the stuff. The hard drives don't seem to be respawning though. Yeah, you see, there's no extra hard drive for me. But yeah, so at some point, basically, I'm going to have to go around and collect more hard drives, basically. Because I didn't get what I'm after. But what I say, it's very crude. I've just been throwing together... Oh, I've put... Whoops. How are there some on both of those? Why are there... Huh. I must have put some in the other one by accident. Doesn't seem to have stopped it. Because these basically... So it uses 25 nitrogen each pot. But the big thing is the aluminium casings. It's 50 aluminium casings to make one of these. So I've been... So that was what I was varying back and forth. So as you see, we need 50. I've made 138. That's not enough. Because the next milestone, I think, requires 250 or something like that. It's a lot. Or the last milestone needs that. But we'll take them. In fact, we'll take this one as well that's coming. So I don't quite know what's happened there with the stuff. It doesn't seem to have bothered it. But yeah, so since I just got these off of the crash site, we can put them in as well. But we need to go and basically get more of these. Because I say, I mean, that's each 200 is 4. Because it's, as I say, it requires 50 each time. So 50, 100, 150, 200. So each one of those is 4. So that's 4, 8, 12. I guess there's 4 in there already for 200. So 16, 17 maybe it's going to make. So that's another... That takes us up to 156 or something. And I say, I think I need 50 of this, and I think 250 or something. So we need to bring a load of those, but they're all back at the main base. But yeah, so we'll head back to the main base, and I mean, it also requires like turbo motors and stuff, but I might be able to sort of cheat that in the sense that you can buy them from the Awesome Shop. And I can already afford 50, and I think I need 100. So I might be able to just buy the turbo motors. The one I'm not sure about, I think I need electromagnetic control rods as well. And obviously I'm making them at the nuclear facility, but I don't know if it's backing them up. It had started, interestingly, I did very quickly check it because the power was going very wobbly. And the wobbliness of the power... I wish I could show you like on Factorio the history. But you see it's doing this because it's got a couple of geothermals on it. But this was all very, very up and down, up and wobbly and all over the place. And there were two effects going on. One was the nuclear power plants were not getting fuel in time. They were basically running out of fuel, or some of them were running out of fuel, and then they would get a new fuel rod. So there's like a delay while it loads them in. I think. Where the heck am I going? We're going this way. We seem to have continued to. We still don't have creatures back. I don't think. Apart from the crab things. But yeah, so I'm gonna may well patch it today. But as I understand it, they're all on holiday because Coffee Stain's based in Sweden, and Sweden just goes on holiday in summer. So it may stay for a while. So I may well do a bit of a slug hunt in my free time, and perhaps just repeat all of the slugs I've already got, so that. Whoops! Whoa! Fun with physics. There we go. Because obviously I know where they are, sort of thing. So, and I've also put, platforms and stuff in to reach them. Yeah, so I may do a bit of stuff, but I've got like 100, and I already put them in the steel. And I wasn't planning on too much more overclocking. I think I'll end up overclocking some of the high level machines. Thank you, Eric Deer, for the follow. It's very much appreciated. Welcome. Yes, so we'll pop back to the factory. We'll get this milestone done. And then I'll double check what in fact, actually, let's pop into the nuclear and see if it has made some electromagnetic control rods. Because it was starting to back up, was what I was going to say. Woo! Okay. Gets a bit hyperactive sometimes. Yes, so we'll just pop in and see how many, if any, it's backed up. Because what I did, I underclocked the power plant, because I kind of don't need them to be... How to put it? It's making exactly what it should be burning. But I think it's like the delay effect from belts, because it's only like a level 1 belt, so it's like taking a long time for them to get to some of the power plants. So I think they're, sort of burning through the fuel they've got. And then, I say there's a short delay while it sort of loads it in. So I think now that... Because it didn't seem to be working, but I underclocked them, and I think they've built up a little stockpile. Or it seemed like they had. Either that or it's just gone completely broken. But one or the other. Right. I'm pretty sure it needs the electromagnetic control. I'm sort of working on memory at the moment. it's also... the other reason to go... Because I could just build... Oh, no, you can't rebuild the hub, can you? Without just taking it down. Oh, am I stuck on something? I'm stuck on something. But yeah, so this will give us a chance to grab a load of those casings as well. As I say, we'll just have to leave it running. I did wonder, what we might do, rather than just more boring putting in belts and splitters and all that sort of stuff. I might do one or two of those just to plan it out, sort of show what it's about. See if I can sneak around here without setting those blooming crab things off. I've got in the habit of doing that as well, running myself over. It's quite amusing because the character ragdolls, but it leaves the, if you're wearing the, the legs and all that sort of stuff, they're left floating in the air, so it looks really weird. Yeah, so let's have a look. Have we got any? Oops, no. Helps if I'm near a power line. No, you're not gonna. Never mind. Oh, right, so we've got 40. I think I'll just steal them then. I think I need more than this. But what I could probably do, because I think this... Oh, that was the other thing I did. We were running out of Caterium by a long way. So if I overclock you just for a little bit of time, you're not gonna have those though, are you? Oh, that's underclocked though, isn't it? And it's got plenty of stuff. So if I put one of these in here and put it on 180 to kind of remind me, or two in rather, that it was on 80%. Will I remember that? I don't know. So that's that one. These appear to be operating too fast, but I think it's because I was sort of running out of Caterium, so I went to the other thing. I need to set that up as a Caterium smeltery, because we need loads of it. So if I put those two in, I'm not actually sure how many I need. I think it's 100, but I seem to think everything's 100. Okay, so hopefully our limiters will sort of catch up. I say, because it's built up a little stockpile, I'm also more comfortable stealing stuff out of it. Not that we're entirely running on all the power it's producing, so we can afford... There you go, you see, so it's got 5 in stock. 6 in stock. Although it's about to use one. 5 in stock. And 5 in stock. And I think that's because I've underclocked it, and it's sort of built up a little stockpile. I wasn't sure if it was proportional. It would be useful to me to know how much Caterium there is in here. Oh, okay, it's nearly filled it. Okay, that's useful. Right, yes, so let's head back to the main base. We will finish off this milestone. It gives me level 3 miners, which is good. But I don't think I'll be able to make very many because they need the... I keep forgetting what they're called. Super duper mega amazing frames. Whatever they're called. But yeah, so when I eventually get a sort of production chain set up for them, proper one, I'll then be able to make the level 3 miners, which will sort of alleviate some of the supply chain problems for the actual, smelteries. Because I sort of was doing some back of the envelope calculations, and I think copper is going to struggle to keep up with what I'm trying to do with level 2 miners. Unless, I think I would need to overclock every single one, so I'd have to go out on like a massive slug hunt. But yeah, as I say, I believe slugs are respawning. I also believe that's not intended behaviour, so I might try and take advantage of it in the hopes that they don't then take all the extra shards off me. Right. Yeah, I turned on when I was over at the concrete factory, I turned on the rods as well again. In fact, I turned everything back on. I turned that factory off prematurely, basically. Because the screws wasn't such a problem until quite recently, when it's basically stopped making frames and stuff. Because it doesn't have screws. Right, here we are. Cool. Right. In fact, has this got Caterium as well? Because it's unloading it. Because it's like gone up a multiple of 8 times from what I was producing. Okay, so there is a bit here. Okay. Yeah, it's like I had one smelter at regular speed, and there's now 2 smelters at 200% overclock. So what's that? Is that 4 times as much? Can't do the maths in my head. Right, so let's have a quick look, particularly at this. So to make or to buy, are they under this? Turbo motors is 8. I've got 14, so I'm 2 short. There's 1 printable and 1 due. Okay, so I could maybe throw in something expensive, and that gets us a 16 for 100. Okay, so put them in there. Launch the pod.
Milestone reached. Turbo motors can now be constructed in order to build the latest FICSIT improved factory buildings, such as the Miner Mark III. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
Off she goes. Right, so, yes, one milestone left. Particle enrichment. I want this one because it turns out I'm burning through the uranium a lot quicker than I thought. And with this, because it turned out I couldn't put like uranium and stuff into the sinks. So with this, although I'd struggled to make, I didn't make a lot of this, but with this I can make these plutonium cells. And I don't know whether it's the cells or the rods. You can put those into a sink. So it's basically a way of getting rid of all the, the fissile waste, so the nuclear waste. So I don't know that I could make this stuff yet because I've not got the chains. I need 400 control rods. Okay. Wow. Don't I have... Didn't I get... I did. I got an alternate recipe for them. But it requires something I'm not really making anyway. The AI... The other ones. Okay. 400, crikey. So we need... let's put all the... Oops. Oh, I can't do it until it's back, is it? But I need 200 of those. Wow. Might have to do a couple of trips then. But I can buy the turbo motors. And we need 400. Wow. 400 cooling systems. Because what I was going to do, basically, is... Because I can put another temporary thing. Because there is that lake or river rather fairly close, so I should be able to pump water over. And I could put another temporary, thing next to that nitrogen geyser. But then I'm going to have to feed it with what they're called heat sinks. And I'm not actually making those anywhere. Okay. But yeah, turbo motors we'll just buy, I think. How short are we on a coupon? So we are 101,000 off, 96% there. Okay. Yeah, I solved the power wobbling as partly through the uranium cells. But I disconnected the things at the fuel plant, and the fuel was basically turning off and on. It wasn't consuming it quickly. Now, do I have... How much are they? I don't think they're very much, are they? I've got loads of them, though. I mean, absolutely loads. Let's put some of these in. And see what it makes of them. They're better than... It's basically plastic and rubber is all that it's burning. So if we put them in, we could see if... I don't have... Because those high-speed connectors, that's my alternate recipe. Why have I got RCUs in there? If we put them in there, they're just a bit of junk, basically. But yeah, there's loads of sort of fairly high-level stuff I could throw in. I've got, like, hundreds of computers. Oh, they're not doing too badly, are they? Okay, we'll have that 16th one in a minute then. So, let's buy the first set. Cards. I love the way they've done this. It's sort of very... sort of appropriate, really. So that's 50 of them. Need one more coupon for 100. Can I do that yet? Nearly. Did I have one of these cooking? No, I didn't. Have I got another hard drive? No, I haven't. Okay. Let's do the slugs then. Let us do the slugs. Okay, it's them two. Oh. I assume that was the thing coming back, was it? There we go. How are we doing here? Yep, can print that coupon. Super duper. Get them built. I mean, I kind of need to do a lot of these things anyway, really, because, you know, I'd quite like to at least try drones. Right, so that's them. You ready? You're done? You're good? Cool. Right, so put them in. Put them in. Put them in. So, I kind of need to, I guess, build something here that makes them, because the other, it's not going to make 400 control rods in any time quick. But we could go with an alternate recipe, because it's twice as quick, but it might need me to set something up quick and dirty again. But that's the only one I'm sort of not making. We need to, I say, we need to take, let's go and stuff them in. I don't know why I set this up as well, because I bet this is, yeah, I don't know why I did this. It's quite amusing doing the flush, but it's hardly efficient. Right, so, no, wrong one. There we go. It's got like entire inventory of them, so let's see how many we can stuff in the car. I mean, it'll be several trips anyway if we need 200, because I say each one of these is only 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's 10, isn't it? Is it 10 in the inventory? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, it's not. It's 9, isn't it? So 10, 20, what, 25 or so times 4. So that's only 100. So maybe this will do it? Doubt it. No. Okay. But yeah, so sort of 2 trips for the whatchamacallits. So then I need to make ECUs. Now, what's my alternate recipe on them? It's in an assembler, isn't it? Oh, I've not got... What have I... Rotors, okay. Let's go get some rotors. Where are they? In here. Go. So, pop down an assembler. What? Oh, it's a state. What an idiot. Let's get some rotors. Okay. Now if we pop down... Oh, that's the new new miner. So it's a bit more power hungry. Requires a third one of these, the miner guys. But you see it requires turbo motors. I mean, supercomputers, I've got a quick and dirty thing making them. It's only 10 of those super frame things, though. That's interesting. And steel pipes. So yeah, I would need to make turbo motors and stuff anyway. But say I want to finish off my basic stuff first. Right. Let's not get distracted. It says being distracted. Right. So the alternate recipe is where? There they are. So the alternate recipe, that requires stators, but also the high-speed connectors, which are circuit boards, Caterium wire. Eesh. What's the standard recipe? It's also stators, but then it's AI limiters. So 20 Caterium wire in that one. 56 Caterium wire. We might actually be going... Because to say, although I boosted the Caterium supply, it's still not caught up. Because that's only 20. So, although it's a better recipe, I guess you would be getting twice as many. But it's still 20, it's not, you know, versus 56, so it'd be 40, you know, it'd be... Yeah. think I'm going to have to go with a standard one. That's a bit annoying. Now, I've got, like, loads of, what do you call it? Copper sheet on the floor below. Do I set this? I mean, how many? I need loads, though, don't I? 400. So if I was to make... so it's 2 per craft. So if I made, say, 300 here, then it'd be 150 cycles. So I would need... Oh no, maths. Well, it's just, it's 1 to 1, isn't it, basically? So if I need 150 of them, I need 150 of these, which is lots, basically. Okay, we'll put the machine in here, but I've swapped it round, so I'll turn it round. So it's that way. Wait, which one do you need? So you need... I'll do that in a minute. So you need status. Have I put you next to status? No, I haven't. I've put you next to rotors. Okay. Can I... Am I going to be able to... Yeah, I can take a little bleed off of that. In fact, where are they going? Oh, they're going nowhere. Okay. Maybe that's what I do then. Maybe. If I take these down... And then the assembler can be here somewhere. For example. Or here even. Just throw it in. Where's going to be best? Maybe here. So this is then making these guys. And then that goes in there. So that gives it status. We need another machine making AI limiters. Other way around. And then there. So you need to make AI limiters. So you need copper sheet and quick wire. Now quick wire is here. You need quite a lot of quick wire, don't you? Whoops. So you need quick wire. And you also need copper sheet. Now where have I got... Is there a nice little output? Copper sheet. That would not surprise me if there was. Because this is the copper sheet here. What am I doing with it? It's going that way. Is it going? It is. It's going into another wall splitter, so we can have it straight out of there. Perfect. Unless I'm using both of them already. No? Perfect. Right. Let's go. Does that need to go up a level? Oops. Down a level. So that then, I put that up a level. These copper sheets. Are you gonna clip? Yeah, that's fine. It's just a quick and dirty build, obviously. I intended this to be here permanently. And then scrap a Mark II power pole. So put that there. Connect it to that. Okay. And then let's give it somewhere to put it all. Like so. Other way around. And then let's put that there. Okay. Let's overclock this. So AI limiters are not coming out. So they need... Oh, it needs to do a cycle first, doesn't it? Doody 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 doody. Gosh, right, so it needs 8 a minute. Okay. What's this? 5 a minute. Okay. So if we just double that. Let it do a cycle. Picks up to 10 per minute, but it needs 200 quick wire a minute. Wow. So the belt needs to be... That's going to be our falling down point. Did I put the right belt on? Because I put that one on, didn't I? Which is what we need. Is that right? Yeah. And then it also needs 50 a minute, so level 1's fine. 12 a minute. I mean, it might not actually produce that, but it's got enough sort of stacked up that it should be okay. So we'll leave that running. Next one then is the... whatever they're called. Them things. I bet they're made... Are they made in a... assembler? What are they even called? An assembly director system. So I can make them now. I don't know if I got them in the last milestone. Because we need heat sinks for it. So I guess it's a next level item. Because heat sinks are more copper wire, you see, than the aluminium. So I don't think I can make them. No, I haven't got any motors. So, motors. Motors. No, am I too high up? Where are motors? There. No. That's not motors, is it? There we go. So. Oh, unless it... Maybe it involves... fluid. I won't be surprised if it does. I don't even know what they are. I don't know what I'm looking for. Is it in a blender then? If it involves fluid? I've not got them. RCUs, have I? Isn't there a chest here with them in? Yeah. They're made in a blender? Or is too steep? Too steep is full. Yeah, cooling system, there we go. Oh, that's right, I need to make them over by the nitrogen thing, don't I? 400 of them. Wow. Because the rubber we can just take over. The water and the nitrogen gas we can pump and blah 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 if I take enough stuff with me. Because we would need another one of them. That's fine. And we would need water extractor. So I would need some copper sheets with me. Okay. Let's just grab them. So I don't forget. Next floor down. Let's just take some of them. So I can make a pump now. I can make pipes, can't I? Because it's... yeah. More of them. Is that going to be enough? I better take a few more. I'll grab some more plastic as well. Just so I don't, you know, do something silly like run out. go. So that gives me water and things. So the question is, if I'm going to make 400 of these cooling whatchamajigs, how many heat sinks? So if I'm making 400 of them, each one requires 2 heat sinks, so I need 800 heat sinks. Okay. But a heat sink is not made in there. Heat sink. So I need to make 800 of them. So I'm going to need 4,000 sheets. I'm going to need loads, basically. So what we're going to have to do, I think, is we'll swap over to the truck. So I'll put these in, because we know we need these. Oops. Swap over to the truck. Okay. Then let's grab as much sheet as we can carry. I keep trying to fly. Basically, this is going to be another one where I need to ferry it back and forth. So we need rubber, I think, as well, don't we? So we could grab rubber. Where's rubber? Where's rubber? Bit of rubber. I'm just going to pop in a little box. Put all of my other junk in there. In fact. And then grab as much sheet as I can. I mean, obviously, what I should be doing, because I'm making sheet in the factory, in theory, but none of it's hooked up. Yeah, I thought Criterion would be a problem. I think for the other one's nearly full, so it should be providing a bit. And I could put some of what I've grabbed in there. But yeah, we'll put bring as much as we can, basically, with us. So that's all I can put in the truck. Okay. Okay. How many's actually made? Look, it's already made 58. Okay. Might end up with way more than we anticipate. I might just try and cap that chest then. Oh, I can't hold it all. Okay. Let's... I don't think I needed this much rubber, did I? In fact, let's go and put this back. Yeah. Put that in there. I say I'm going to have to ferry some stuff back and forth anyway, but it's not a problem. Can I pick that up? Yeah. Okay. So, let's... because it was this one that was the bonkers one. So I might as well get all of that. Okay. Have I got in... I haven't got any blooming fuel, have I? So grab some fuel. I will probably use the fuel actually to try and cap. I just filled my inventory. Everybody laugh at the idiot. Would use the fuel... try and cap the chest a bit. Because hopefully by the time we come back, it'll be okay. It'll be fully... because it's not taking it long to do 60. What else might I need? Car pile stuff. Oops. Yeah, so by capping it, what I mean is basically, because you can, basically if you divide it up into chunks, then it puts something in a slot that it can't then put other things in. It's the only way I've found to kind of limit It didn't always work because sometimes it just auto sorts it. So in the assumption that they stack to 100, and we want 300-ish, we'll let it do that basically. So it may not work that, it may do this weird auto sorting thing it does. But we'll give it a go. And we've got plenty of fuel now. So let's go get in the truck. Head off. So I've got the aluminium frames. I've got some rubber. Got some copper sheet. Why does it feel like I've forgotten one of the ingredients? Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know that we will get this done today. It'll be close, I think. Particularly cheating with buying the turbo motors. Whoops. But if we did, as I say, I thought we might mess about trying to come up with a sort of a nice train system. I'm wondering about trying to do... it doesn't usually come around anymore, but I was thinking I might steal Grimm's idea of doing like a sky train, basically. So train that's way up in the sky, and then you just sort of have like a loop access thing to get to it. You know, like corkscrew. Because I'd quite like to do like a ring system. I'd quite like to have a ring around the map that is my sort of main circulatory system, and then all of the factories can just connect to that. And that would work really well around the coast. It worked pretty well, I think, in the grassland, where it's relatively flat. And it would work okay as well in the desert, because that's sort of effectively, although it's sand dunes, you don't need to go very high, you know, to avoid them all. But the trouble is, there's bits of the map you can't actually get to. Whoa, okay. No, don't go in the water. No, okay. Right. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for that. In case it wasn't obvious, the reason this platform is here is occasionally the truck hits some mysterious lump that throws it 1,000,000 miles into the air and lands it in the lake. And so I have to occasionally do this. It's quite annoying. And I can understand why the phrase people use on the Reddit about vehicles is the phrase they use. Let's just grab them. I won't repeat that phrase because the stream is meant to be clean. It's not a... Oh! Brilliant. Yeah, okay. No, and now we're stuck on that. Okay. We're doing really well here. Yeah, no, no. All of the physics, all of the time. Where was I? What was my train of thought? So basically, head over to this thing. I mean, I'll just chuck the aluminium frames in anyway. But I'll see if I can build the other bits and feed what I need to in there. I'll have to probably create some weird platform or something to fit it on, because we need to manufacture two things. Let's go this way. There's a weird rock in this as well. Okay, the truck seems to avoid it, but the Explorer crashes into this rock. You can't actually see the rock unless you really get in there. But it's like, apparently it's got like a sheer face on it, so the explorer just hits it and just, oops, that was my fault, and just like stops. Thankfully it doesn't launch it into the air. I mean, maybe it's only that one bit that's bugged and all the other slugs aren't coming back. But we can test again. Have those two slugs reappeared? Because there was a patch last night, I think. It might have been Wednesday. So that might have fixed it, but I say I sort of doubt it, because all the other animals are just still disappeared, apart from crabs or firefly things. Okay, where's my little access point? Here we go. So we'll head straight over there. Yeah, it's looking quite funky. It's like quite a monolithic structure. It's sort of a gigantic slab of concrete and glass, which I quite like. Not the most pretty. I'd considered doing some of those patterns you can do with the concrete, you know, like diamond shapes and stuff, but I kind of just prefer it as just this enormous slab of glass. Glass and concrete. Yeah, I was almost starting to think I was getting somewhere, because I need to fix the big fix that's left is the steel foundry. I need to work out how I'm going to get the resources in there. Is it this way? I think I can just follow this. I mean, if I can't use the river, there is that water. There's like an actual water, you know, geyser or whatever. So we can tap into that. So I don't think it lets you build on the rivers if they're too shallow. There you go. I'm pretty sure I collected that slug. In fact, let's hop out and grab it. Oh. Oh, not enough space. Of course, I've just picked up some leaves. Let's just build a little. Now, where am I going? I mean, it could have been. I mean, I initially thought it was that they had respawned them once. Like, whoa, okay. How is that too deep? You're kidding me. You know, I thought there'd been one of those resets where it, you know, spawns back in the creatures, that type of reset. But the fact that the slug keeps being there. Has it come back? Ah, no, it hasn't. Huh. Whoops. Interesting. So they've either fixed it, or it reappears on save load. That's the other option. What about the blue one? Is the blue one? Yeah, so that's gone. So they've fixed it. Or as I say, it reappears on, you know, save and load. Right, let's put a load of these in. Oh, wrong ones. No. No, 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 no. I can't remember what belt it would have been. Looks like probably that one. Okay. So how many more have we got? We've got 18 more. So that takes us over... So it's like 107. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get one of these on somewhere. If I put it in that direction, maybe. And I can build a little platform here, maybe. Oops. So we need a blender. Oh. In fact, let's just put a little one of these down. Put that and that in. And even if they have fixed it, it certainly respawned all the ones I collected, so I can go and double up, basically. Right. No, missed. Okay, so that gets us some of them. Right, so I pop these in here. Not quite all of them though. So I need some. So I need a blender. This. And if we set it to make those guys, it needs rubber and the heat sinks, water and nitrogen gas. So pipe. Oh. It's got a weird noise. It actually sounds very industrial. You know, these blended or the chunky, you know, banging noises. It's actually very industrial. Okay, so oh no, it's this thing, isn't it, that makes that weird noise? Are you not? Yeah, you're working. Oh, will it not take it in until it's got power? Okay. In fact, let's put... Can I put a higher level power thing in? Yeah, there we go. So we need to get the water in. But then we've got rubber and heat sinks. So I think if I put a platform here, maybe. Extend this. And we need... The heat sinks is just assemblers, I think, wasn't it? Because we need it... I'm going to need a chest as well somewhere. I could just put it on the top there. That way round. Because the rubber needs to go in there. So that needs to go in now. So that's just the rubber. It's only a 12 a minute. We then need the heat sinks from here. This is going to make heat sinks. So that needs... oh, sheet. I didn't bring sheet. Got some though. Copper sheet and alclad sheet. Okay. So if we put... let's say... can I do both on top? No, some side by side. This is the output. So that goes into there. What was it? Copper and aluminium. Okay. So some of the copper sheet in there. But I need some for piping. In fact, I may need some for pumping, because we're going to have to come up this cliff, aren't we? And then some of them. So that should start making heat sinks. So it does 7.5 a minute, and this needs 12 a minute. So I have to overclock this. If I do it to 15, takes 7.5. So that needs a lot of that. Right. What else did we bring in the truck? In fact, let's grab what we got here. So we should have enough heavy frames between this and the between the nuclear and the other one I set up. We might have done enough control rods. Okay. So this has got sheet in, and some of them, but no aluminium sheet. Okay. This is sort of classic me. This is like how I often throw things together, particularly when I don't understand. So when I'm new to these types of games, this is the type of building I often do. Let's grab a couple in case I need some. Might need some rubber for piping. It tends to be very jerry-rigged together just to get some built, essentially. Okay. Right, let's go and see if we can get some of this water. Now I'm sort of hoping. Let me put one in, like in this water here, mate. Oh dear. He fell down that chasm then. Extractor. Yeah, it's too shallow, isn't it? Okay. I don't suppose this is any deeper. Nah. Okay. So two options. So there is a water thing back round this way. So if we look at the map. So I'm not sure the water's not there. Well, we know some of these are, I mean, that's deep enough. But is that? Let's go and have a look. Your invisible gas again. So there is water here. But I think it's narrow river stuff again. Because these need quite a deep bit of water. Yeah. It'd be cool if you could, like, dam the water and stuff. Like, flood the desert or something like that. That'd be quite good. Is any of this deep enough? Nah. There was this bit around here. Is this just sneakily deep enough? So you've got this waterfall. Oops. Nah. No. No. Okay. Right, where's this water hole thing then? I think it's round back where that temple is. So it's quite a distance, so I probably need to put like pumps on it, and I'm not sure I brought enough stuff for pumps. This is easy. I never actually tapped one of these before. Is it just the pressurizer thing? I've not got enough motors. We could nip over to the main factory. That's got loads of motors. And is it these again? Yeah, it's them, isn't it? Okay, so we need some motors. We could also probably steal... because that's got aluminium sheet. I was experimenting as well with... so with the road, I need to tidy it all up and stuff. I'm happy with its sort of path and stuff. With the road, I'm definitely going to do one resource. So I'm going to... because all I need this factory to do, really, is iron and copper. So I can bring in... I've not decided which yet. Iron, for example, by a truck, so that then I'm properly using the roads. And what I can do is, with the structure I've designed underneath the roads, I can hide a load of belts in it, basically. So just have the structure hiding... effectively, it's like a hidden bus. I mean, I could make it a feature of it so that it's, you know, part of the structure, like, visible. But then I couldn't use the design I've done. Because I can't do glass parts. It'd be awesome if it could do, like, glass, you know, concrete, like 4-metre slab things. Right, so, here you go. You see, I've got loads of this. Why did I do that? So if I put you away, you know, I don't really need the ammo because there's no beasties. So I can grab a couple of motors. Heavens knows which one they're in. Ah, there we go. So that gets me enough motors. That's what does a pump, you know, like pressurizing pump require? So if we need like a pipeline, so it's only 2. Oh, we could make like a dozen of them. No problem. Okay, that's fine then. How much of this should we take over? It was quite hungry for it, wasn't it? Let's go and just grab one more. Obviously, I'm going to have to ferry it because I'm going to need aluminium for the belts. Aluminiums. So I know I had a box and a half of this stuff over here. In. So, let's see if we can get this pressurizer to work. But yeah, so I can sort of hide a belt underneath there. And then I basically need to hook up, as I say, I'll hook up all the iron or copper. I'm not sure which one yet. I might actually do, because I got the 3 paths, and I might do different ones on each. So, well, I haven't actually built the 3rd path, but that couldn't be, because the other thing I need to bring in is coal, because the steel foundry is going to need coal. And there should be enough in the deserts, but it does mean training it over. So I need to basically hide like one of the others in there, in the actual, under the road, essentially. Well, I don't need to. I mean, I could do a proper bus, but I want to do a proper bus somewhere else. Not sure where yet, but somewhere. Right, so pressurize operator thingy. Need to grab some power. And then one of these needs to do a cycle, doesn't it, I think? Oh, is that what that shows? I didn't understand what that... So that's the number of extractors on it? Okay. Right, so we need to go in that direction. And I mean, we should be alright with this, just taking it over without too many pumps until we get to the next bit, and then we might need several. Where's the... Do I want to do level 2 pipe? I don't think it's really a massive flow thing, is it? Let's just go around here. It's going to have to go quite a way, as I say, so we probably need a couple of pipes. Maybe if we try and get to over here somewhere. Use that power pole. Okay, let's get a pump on. I guess just the one for here. I don't really know how well the fluid mechanics work in this game. It's got to be better than Factoria then. Right. I suppose I might need to connect several extractors together. I don't know how sort of efficient they are. Didn't look at the numbers. So let's get sort of over to this one maybe. Another level 1 pump. Was that in the right direction? I think it is. Okay. I could try and take it up there, couldn't I? Come on. Floor is too steep. I remember this being a pain in the bum. Can't I? No. Oops. Maybe we take it sort of over to there. You gonna be alright with that? Now can I go up, or is that... What? Oh, went below a moment there. No? Oh. Right. So, we need to get some pumps on this. Lots of lovely pumps. And I need one at least here. Don't suppose there's any fluid coming through yet. So I might need to go and connect several together. Just because it's not got the volume. Can they go on there? No. To there. Over to here? No. Floor is too steep. Okay. Okay. We'll put another one here somewhere. I remember with the oil it took ages for it to come through. And then it was fine, but it sort of seems to sort of fill the pipe up, I guess. Oh, that's too far. Maybe on the top there. Okay. Do I want to put another one on? Yeah, go on then. It'll get torn down eventually anyway, so it's not like... Oh, and that's... Where's that level 2? In fact, let's swap that for a level 2. Pop that one there. Like that. So in theory, once we've got water, that'll sort of start happening. But for the time being, I can put that in there. And I can transfer some of that over. So what did this actually need? Because it only needs 30. 30 a minute. Nothing happening yet. Nothing happening yet. Nothing there. I mean, obviously I could easily have put one of the things in backwards, but no, nothing there. Oh, tiny, tiny bit of water there. Yeah, I think we're going to need to connect several of these up. And maybe more pumps as well. Oh, yeah, there we go, you see. Yeah, I think it does it like in segments, I think is how it actually works. That like moves onto each segment. Because why is that full? And that one's not hardly got anything in it? Because it's not... The height difference isn't that great. But say it just sort of... I think it fills it up segment by segment almost. Alright. Nothing in there. Well, so I can always put more pumps in. Sort of push it along. Why do you keep running out of power? Right. How much is this actually producing? Oh, it's only... It's sort of 60 a minute, isn't it? So maybe if I do hook a couple in... Because we can always put one of these things in. Where is it? Logistics. Put one of them in. Connect, say, this one. And this one. And then pipes. Like that. And then let's put a pump. Why did that not take? So that's full now. This bit of pipe. Yeah, that's all full. So it's what it seems to do. It almost treats it like it's all vertical. And like it fills up from the bottom. You see, that's nearly full. I think this one's basically empty. But it's like, that one is higher than that. So if it was flowing downhill, surely this one wouldn't be as full as this one? I don't know. It seems to treat them like, you know, like it's a vertical pipe. So it's sort of filling it up, irrespective of... Because I know it has a head lift thing in it. Yeah, water is flowing, but... So we've got some there. Maybe I should put another pump that's quite a distance. Yeah, it seems to be okay then. The big test is the head lift. So, because it is getting along, it's just taking a while to fill up. That was not got much in it, is it? Oh, that's full though. Okay, that one's just getting some in. That one's more full. How can that be more full than the one between it? And this one hasn't got anything. Huh. Oh, now it's gone green. Now it's pumping something. Okay. So, I mean, it's like it's filling up a container from the bottom up. Because that's now full. So it's pumping that in there. The next segment, it's got stuff in. That's just starting to fill up. So this one should be starting to kick in not very long. See, that's full. It's just starting to come in. So the pump has started working. So it's pushing that in there. If it can make it up that gap with one, then it can make up another one. Yep, there we go. Some coming in there. Have you started working yet? Not yet. You're working now? Cool. Still not yet. Just about coming in. Which means... Not yet. We have water! Hurrah! I mean, we only need 30 a minute, and I've now connected up the equivalent of... Was it 30 each? So 30, 60, 90. So it shouldn't... Yeah, we're full on water. Excellent. Excellent. The question then is... Because it's only going to make 6 a minute, and I need 400. So do I overclock this? The nitrogen's making 150, needs 150 a minute. That's making 120. So if we were to connect a second one of these up and add it onto here, we'd probably need to add it onto there rather, because that carries 300, so we should be alright pipe type wise. So if we can get onto there, so that'll give us like 300 a minute or something. No, 240 a minute. Those two obviously, I say I've hooked up 90. Whether 90 gets here or not, we'll have to see. Rubber and heat sinks are the question then. So if I overclock this, how many heat sinks? It should be 24. There we go. It should be 24 a minute. In theory, that's only producing 15. Okay. That won't take us up to... No, 18.75. So there's no real point overclocking this 200 unless I put another one of these in. Have we actually made some yet? 13? 14? Oh my word. And how many of these have we made? $34. So we're getting on for 3/4 of the way to them. Okay, so if I overclock this, that's probably more productive overclocking than this. We'll take this down to 150. There's no point in it being overclocked if it can't get the heat sinks. So the question then is, how many of these have I got? So we get another. In fact, that's what did I have left in the truck? Didn't I have something in the truck? Where is the truck? Must be back at the water. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on. I started to wonder if I might not have been developing hay fever. So it works so that you can actually develop it, which I never knew. Could be COVID, of course. Went to an event thing the other week. Seems doubtful though, not had any kind of other symptoms. Right. Where is the truck? Come on. There it is. I think I've trapped myself, haven't I, effectively? I can't drive all the way there now. Oh, you've got a load of that left, have you? Okay. Right. Let's see how far we can get. In fact, yeah. So it is slightly quicker, I think, driving. So, can I get around here? Or is that too tight? Oh! Okay, just beach the truck. Right. Never mind. Wait, did that perfectly fill my inventory? It didn't it? That's weird. Right, yes, so we'll nip over here. Pop the truck down again. Put this chunk in there. Some fuel in. Drive it over. Yeah, I think I've positioned this in such a way that actually I can't drive over there. Oh well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, let's just fly. Oh, it's 4:30, okay. Clearly we're not going to mess about with trains today. That'll be the ambition for Monday then. So Monday stream, I will try and have this finished. We're certainly not going to make what we need in half an hour, because we can put a few more of them in. Then we're okay. Rather, we can put what we've got left in. And these two we can top up. But yeah, so we need to bring, I mean, because we need, let's say, 400. And, you know, we've made 54. 55. We still need a load of them. So I've got 50. Yeah. Cool. So I don't really have the means to do what we get out of them anyway. But my thought process is that I'm at least then prepared for it, and I could set, you know, some quick and dirty machines running to make the stuff. So I can't really build the nuclear pasta and all that sort of stuff that you need to make plutonium. That's like a secondary build that I would need to make somewhere. I'm not actually sure it doesn't involve nitrogen again. So I don't think I could build it where my nuclear power plants are. Unless I trained in nitrogen. Yeah, so there's a bit of a logistical challenge there, basically. I could set up some more temporary storage and just fill even more containers up with waste for later reprocessing. It's quite lethal over there. It like burns through the whatchamacallit's really quick. No. Put that in. So let's just have them in there. So we'll look back. It should have done the control rods, because that was seeming to be quite quick between the nuclear power and the other area. So we should be okay there. We then got... Okay, that'll probably be perfect timing. I can then grab some more of everything. So we need copper sheet, rubber. There we go. What did I hit then? Didn't hit anything. Rubber sheet, rubber, copper sheet, aluminium sheet, aluminium casing. So we'll see what it's made. Those. Bring all of them over. I might just, since we're just doing a pure resource run, I might just put a little chest here and unload the stuff I don't really need, so I can maximise what I can carry. So I get rid of these types of things. Frames, I might stick a few more in. No, need them. I'll keep those. Get rid of that. Put another one on. I can't because I've put the rods in there. Just get rid of those. Don't need all that. Let's just have that just in case. So I'll put these into the elevator, along with whatever we get from the thing. And all of the rest of my inventory I can fill up. So, tomorrow's stream, 3 o'clock, could be. I don't think there's any impediment to me doing it at the normal time. I'm not sure. I had decided that I was going to do either the Blueprint series or the Aesthetic series. However, the text plates mod received another update today, or sometime since last week when I streamed it before, and it appears to have broken it, because if I load in any of my saves that use the text plate mod and just load it from fresh for a scratch game, it throws up an error, and it like a critical error basically that stops the save from loading. Now the aesthetic series is actually using text plates. So I don't know that I can... I mean, I can play it. I've not used them extensively, but I've labelled a few of the builds with them. So I kind of don't... I'm sure it'll get fixed because it's one of Arando's mods. I'm sure he's just made a little error in the code. I'm sure it'll get fixed, but I don't really want to plough on with the aesthetic series if I'm then going to have to go and put all the text plates back on. Crash Storio 2 does have that mod installed, but I've not actually used them. So I'd have to chop them off, but it's not losing anything, as I say. It's like the biters thing where I've added on the rampant biters, but it's irrelevant because I'm not doing any combat. But say it's like that. I've got the text plates mod on, but not actually doing anything with text plates. So I did also. I mean, I was also just starting a plastic build. So I think tomorrow will basically be Crash Storio 2 again. I didn't want to really stream it again until I'm close to finishing, because all there is to do is just add more production. I'm not discovering anything new, as it were. It's just more. I say I can do more, and I will do tomorrow more. But then Sunday should be the... I mean, I'll check again. It might get fixed in the meantime, but Sunday will be the Blueprint series, which is obviously plain vanilla. But we'll actually test the bot base properly this time. So rather than me spend 2 hours clearing biters, I mean, I might have to do a bit of that. It doesn't run you over the truck as much. I say I'll probably have to do a bit of that, but we should be okay. Now, how many have you got? Oh, you see, this has got 75 in. Yeah, we're going to have loads of these. We're going to have too many almost. So let's turn the overclocking back down again. So this needs to be 100, doesn't it? And then this was 80. So take them out. Interested to know how much Caterium it's actually burnt through. So that gets me 150 more of them. We should have then over 200. So has the other one made 200? That's the question. So yeah, so that's the new plan for Saturday and Sunday. Crash Storio 2, where I said I wasn't going to, but so I can keep playing that. So it's not affected by the problem with the text plates mod. I think I'll do that anyway, even if text plates does get finished, because as I say, I was halfway through, or just starting a new build, and it'd be good to see how far I can get sort of on stream. But really, well, I could also test what happens if I turn off the Crash Storio 2 Extended. Does it end the game? Because that's what I'm really interested in. People said something happens, and that's all I'm kind of interested on now. I'm not hugely interested in making a Crash Storio 2 Mega Base or anything. I mean, maybe down the line when I played some of the other overhaul mods, and maybe I want to do a Crash Storio 2 Mega Base, but I think I'd rather do Angels. Play it through with that. And then Bob's. Oops. And then SpaceX probably. Might do 248k. It's just I was going to play that. I was thinking about playing that multiplayer with someone. That's not going... It's not going as quick as I thought it would, because we can only play a couple of hours each week, so it's not really, you know, it's not like when you play, you know, single player where you can sit down and play for 10 hours, and after a week you've played it through. Takes a lot longer in bite-sized pieces. Right, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's see where we've got to. Whee! They're very bouncy as well, because the suspension's sort of ridiculously bouncy. Right, let's put some fuel in. Okay, let's see how many of these control rods we've got. Ah, there we go. We have loads. So I'm gonna keep it going because I'm pretty sure they are used for things, but we'll just have it make one more stack because I don't want to burn all my Caterium into them just yet. Okay, so we've got 300 and... yeah, we should get more on that, shouldn't we? Quick math. And then we'll basically head back again. It's just a ferrying episode really today. But we're almost finished. We got the plan in place to finish the milestones. I won't actually finish it. I'll leave that till Monday. So that's them. So I've actually got 200 mod left. Cool. I'll put them in. So we need 40. It'll certainly do 40. In fact, we might have 40 when we get back there. But it's these cooling systems that are going to take a lot of doing. And I say, I'm almost certain I will play a bit this weekend. I'll probably go and try and fix the steel foundry. I'll show you the result of that on Monday. But Monday, the goal... well, I'll leave it running, so it'll make 400. I might have to do a couple of trips back and forth. So I need more of these. So if I need 40 more, then, and each one is 50, then 4 5s are 20, aren't they? So I need like 2,000. So that's 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's already some in there if I've messed the maths up. Because what I really need is this stuff. Yeah, let's take all of it. Let's go and flush my tank. The silliness that is the tank. And we need what? We need... well, let's go and put these in the truck. Oops. Put them in there. Should I take some more heavy frames? Let's do a couple of heavy frames. They're on the top. Should be in here. Oops. Oh, is it not connected? It's connected. You haven't got screws, really? Huh. Really? Why not? Oops. Anyway, not getting distracted. So we want sheets. I don't know that I need that many, do I? Let's do that. And then we need rubber. So I'm not going to sort of fill it up. Why is there no screws? Oh. Okay, it's just very slow. Okay. I say I've completely ran the base out of screws, so everything that uses screws, which is a lot of stuff. There's like a big backlog of production it needs to make. Do I need fuel? Nah, be alright. So, you can see how many more of these it's made. So I'll grab them. That'll do us. Okay. Plan then. Head back to the quick and dirty production area. Drop all this stuff in. That should make us enough. That should... Did I refuel it? Yeah. That should make us enough to hit those milestones. Or finish off that last milestone. I won't actually do it. I'll save... I'll grab these stuff, but I'll save finishing it until next Monday, this Monday stream. And then Monday we'll work on trains. I might just give you a quick... If I do get the time. And I should do. Then... I say I'll give you a quick tour of what I've done fixing the things. And by trains I mean basically a system for both, a way to do like T-junctions and stuff like that. I'm sure there's loads of videos online of people doing it, so I might have to look one up because I don't find the train system in this particularly easy to build. I mean, it's identical to Factorio in terms of operation. The actual building of it seems overly difficult. Could certainly do with some more quality of life features, I think. I'm going to leave the power plants underclocked, so that it builds up a really nice big buffer, because it worked really well when it had a buffer of like 30 in each one. It was only because I'd messed up the steel connection of the steel foundry that's over there that it sort of broke. If I do trains and I'm happy with it, because it's making it look pretty, that's what I'm after. I could just slap train lines anywhere like I did before. But it's making it look pretty, that's what I want to do. If we do that, we'll probably move on to the Caterium factory. There's a bit of something new that won't be that complicated. Or will I? I might do aluminium. I've been saying I was going to do aluminium for ages. Not sure. I was watching one of Stin Archie's videos, or a couple of them actually, the other day, and he's built a factory hidden. Oops. In the bit that's coming up, it's sort of got a really quite a nice sort of entry to it, because he sort of blocked it into the actual wall, and it looks really quite cool. Also, it's because I like it. His builds are quite amazing, but a lot of them are a bit sort of fanciful. They're a bit sort of fantastical. And I can see what he's going for. you know, like with that spider build he's done. But it's not my cup of tea as such. It sort of, say, it looks amazing, but it also looks, in a sense, out of place. I tend to prefer the ones like he's done. Say he's sort of blocked in that area there with like diagonal walls. And I think that looks more realistic, more sort of like an actual factory, and that's kind of what I quite like. Not that I don't like, you know, architectural, you know, fancy builds. It's just, say, if you're just building a statue sort of thing, you know, it's great, but it's not something I'd want to build. I suppose it's the difference between decorative and artistic. I think that's the difference. So he's making bits of art which do look amazing. I'm not saying they don't. But they don't have any sort of practical function. And that's more my cup of tea, I think, for building. Not that I'm very good at it, obviously. Hence, massive slab of a factory in the middle of the desert. If I'd known, what I'd probably have done, I'd made it actually look like a proper wedge, like a cheese wedge type shape, or a wedge you might hold a door open with. So it was a proper like triangular structure. But I didn't know how big it was and how much I needed and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a sort of a truncated wedge, parallelogram, I guess. Actually, I could go this way, couldn't I? And avoid that piping. That might work better. Yeah, I need to find more. The big build that needs to be done is the whole plastic. But I need to find more hard drives so that it'll give me the recipes I want. That's my real problem with that system. You know, the RNG bit of it. Just not interested in, you know, having the chance of getting a useful recipe. You know, I don't mind it if it was more mapped one-to-one, as in, oh look, there's a cave entrance there. You know, you go to this particular hard drive and that gives you the plastic recipe or whatever. I'd be more on board with that. But just finding a recipe, finding a hard drive, you know, and then having to do all the messing around, putting in the right ingredients or giving it power or whatever. Only to then end up with like 3 recipe options that are just completely useless to me. It's like, just let me have the ultimate recipe. Okay. Doesn't look like they're respawning. So that little bug must have been fixed, I guess. Okay, so this is rubber. This is not what I'm after. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to... Can I build? I could, but I haven't got the stuff. Nuts. It's full. Okay. I've got it with me anyway. How are we actually doing? So we would need 40 more. Got 46, so that's done. Oh, okay. So turbo motors. Because it's been going for about... Oh, crikey. So that's 120. Got 60 in there already. I think I'll leave those there, actually. Okay, so it's only a couple of hours, I think, it'll be done. Has it got enough stuff? So that's making them. Need to top that up, don't I? I was going to leave them in a... In fact, I could put them in here, couldn't I? Leave a little bit of room. So that you can make some more. I'll put them in. Rubber is full. Okay. I could maybe... In fact... Let's take that out. So I've got those in there. Because that's 100, 200... In fact, there's only 100 left, isn't there? Sorry, I miscounted that. If I just leave them here, it's easy to swap them over. Right, let's go and get whatever I've left in the truck. I'll put those in the various thingies. Containers. And we'll wrap up. That went quicker than I thought it was, actually. It would actually. I thought I'd be ages. Should have done this ages ago. Got this finished off. Put them in there. Except that's the wrong one. Because I'm an idiot. Come here. It's that one. Yes. Okay. And then it's the rubber. What's that one? Put them in there. So I've got annoying. So 100, 200. So I can put one more in there. And then, did I put anything in here? Yeah, it's even more of that. Okay. So I got the fuel rods with me for some reason. I forgot to get them out of my inventory. Okay. So there we go. Let's pop up my schedule. I'll drive us back. I'll drive back at some point. But that's it for today. Pop up my schedule. So anyone new is watching or joined or etc. etc. Not sure why I'm so dark. Did I turn that down? I think I did, didn't I? Oh, well. Yes, so this is my schedule, basically. It isn't actually. I forgot to change it again. The schedule is 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. BST on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, unless there's a Grand Prix, because that seems to be boxing things up. And then Monday is 5 o'clock. So it's just, I've forgotten to change the times back after last weekend's Grand Prix. But it's basically 3 o'clock every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and 5 o'clock on the Monday. Satisfactory on Friday and Monday, and Factorio on Saturday and Sunday. As I say, tomorrow we'll be doing Crash Storio 2 again. And Sunday we will continue with the blueprint trials, because we're very nearly at the point of testing bots at the bot base and getting that all going, see how that all works, which is the big test I want to do. this is my. You can see where you can find me. So if you're new to the stream, if you're watching on VODs or anything like that, then Twitch channel is Trismegistus. If you are watching this live and you want to catch up on this series or any of the other series, I've done loads of Factorio series, spoons, a spoon run. I say there's the aesthetic, there's the blueprint series, there's Crestorio 2. I did a Mega Base series. So loads of Factorio on the channel. All the VODs go up on there, basically. So it is Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles, as that's easier to say and find. Twitter is exactly the same. I just post when I'm going live, basically. And there's a Discord. The Discord, the plan of that is to do multiplayer, basically. So if you wanted to play multiplayer with me, then feel free to join and ping me a message. The intention is for it to be one of the live stream series. We'll probably do, like, say Sunday or something is Factorio, community. I might start doing an extra stream on YouTube or something where I, play one of these community maps that people have put together. However, there's a lot of IRL stuff going on for me. So if you did want to join that, then I say that may not happen for a good few months because I've got. I keep saying it and I shouldn't say it, but there's been some changes in my work and where I'm going to live, basically. So yeah, so that may not happen for a little while. But that's it from me. If you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming out for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Satisfactory. Thanks for watching. Cheers.